IELTS Part 27. The center can also provide you with a list of inexpensive furniture stores. We all know how expensive it can be to furnish an apartment, but it can also be done in a more economical way. Also, you might want to consider signing up for a meal plan on campus. If you don't like to cook or are too busy, well, you still have to eat, right? If you live off campus, you still have to eat, right? If you live off campus, you can still eat in the university student dining rooms. We have plans for buying meals by the week, month, or semester. The Student Counseling Center can give you all the necessary information on that. Narrator. That is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 3 on page 319. Section 3, you will hear two students talking about their assignment. First, you will have some time to look at question 21 to 25 on page 319. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25. Questions 21 to 25. Man 1. Have you decided that you are going to write your paper on the one for Professor Anderson's class? Women 1. The topic is transportation, right? I've been thinking about writing about bicycles as a way to solve our transportation problem. Really? I usually think of bicycling as a sport or recreational activity. Around here, that's what most people think. But in some part of the world, bicycles are an important form of the transportation for many people. I think we have a lot to learn from them. So, uh, what are you going to say in your paper? I'm not sure. Maybe you can help me figure some of it out. Sure, okay. Well, I would say if you want to persuade people to use bicycles more often, you have to start by thinking about the advantages and disadvantages. You're right, let's see. Well, I think the advantages are obvious. First, bicycling is good for your health. Yes, that's true. And another thing is that bicycles are a lot cheaper to use than cars or any other form of transportation when you think about it. You don't have to pay fare every time you ride your bicycle like you do when you take a bus or the train. Okay, another one is the bicycles don't cause pollution like cars and buses do. Yeah, that's really important one. Bicycles are a clean form of transportation. Okay, so what about the other side? What are some of the disadvantages, some reasons why people might not want to use bicycles? One thing I thought of is weather. Who wants to ride a bicycle in the rain? Or if you live where the weather is cold or winter, it would be hard to use a bicycle regularly. So bad weather would be a problem. Bad health would be too. Some people just aren't strong enough to ride bicycles very much. You have to be in good shape. Another problem is you have to be in good shape. Yes, especially if you live far from your job or wherever you have to go. So that would be another problem. Distance. It's difficult to ride your bike if your trip is long distance. Narrator. Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at question 26 to 30 on page 33, 319. Now listen carefully and answer question 26 to 30. Questions 26 to 30. Okay, man 1, okay. So using a bicycle might not work for everyone, but for a lot of people it would. How can people be encouraged to use bicycles for transportation? Women 1, I think there is a lot cities can do. I think the biggest thing is making bicycle lanes on roads. It's really dangerous riding a bicycle where there is a lot of traffic, so special lanes are